Children, now we will start the next part of your EVS lesson. Now look at the book. Water supply for a human settlement. Lakes, rivers, reservoirs are our sources of water. They are often at long distances from our houses. It is difficult to collect water from such distant places. Besides, we cannot be sure that the water can be used as it is for drinking. That is why a large water source is identified near a settlement. Water from it is brought through the large pipes to a common place. There, the water is made safe for drinking. This is called purification of water. Arrangements are made to distribute this water all over the town or city. This is called distribution of water. समजलं का हे? यामध्ये काय आहे तर वॉटर जे आपण पिण्यासाठी वापरतो तर ते आपल्याला लेकमधने किंवा डॅममधनं आणता येतं का पाणी? तसंच आणता येणार नाही, कारण आपले घरं एका ठिकाणी असणार, ते दुसरीकडे असणार. मग अशा वेळेस काय केलं जातं तर मोठ्या मोठ्या पाईप्समधनं ते वॉटर एका कॉमन जवळच्या प्लेसला ठेवलं जातं टाक्यांमध्ये, आणि मग तिथे ते प्युरिफाय करून ज्यावेळेस ड्रिंकिंगसाठी योग्य झालेलं असतं त्यावेळेस नंतर लहान पाईप्समधनं सगळ्या एरियामध्ये पुरवलं जातं. त्याला म्हणतात स्टोरेज ऑफ ड्रिंकिंग वॉटर. नाव लुक हिअर. We know that water flows downwards, but if we want to lift water upwards, we have to use some force. To do that, we need to use machine. Machines used for lifting water are called pumps. Pumps run on diesel or electricity. Before electricity was discovered, it was not possible to raise water to very great heights. But electric pumps can help us to do so. Hence, water can be filled in tanks at a height, water towers, and supplied from there to towns and cities. Now this is the water tank. आपण बघतो आपल्या सिटीजमध्ये अशा मोठमोठ्या टाक्या असतात आणि तिथे ते वॉटर लिफ्ट केलं जातं. त्या खूप हाईटवर असतात, कारण त्यांना सगळीकडे जेव्हा ते पुरवायचं असतं बाकी मोठ्या मोठ्या बिल्डिंग्समध्ये, मग त्यावेळेस वॉटर हे थोडंसं हाईटवर असायला लागतं. हाईटवरनंच त्याचा फ्लो खाली येत असतो. मग हाईटवर ते वॉटर नेण्यासाठी त्यांना आधी काय लागतं तर इलेक्ट्रिक पंपमधनं ते वॉटर वरच्या उंच टाक्यांमध्ये ठेवलेलं असतं. त्यानंतर ते खाली येतं, मग ते रस्त्यावरनं अंडरग्राऊंड असतं आणि मग ते वेगवेगळ्या बिल्डिंगमध्ये पाठवलं जातं. मग बिल्डिंगमध्ये पाठवल्यानंतर सुद्धा आपल्याला डायरेक्ट वर वॉटर मिळतं का? नाही. मग तिथे आपल्याला छोटे छोटे पंप लावावे लागतात, इलेक्ट्रिक पंप. मग त्या मोटरने आपण वरच्या टाकीत ते नेतो. जी टेरेसच्या सुद्धा वर जी मोठी मेन टाकी असते बिल्डिंगची, तिथे आपण ते वॉटर लिफ्ट करतो आणि मग त्यानंतर आपल्याला ते दिवसभर मिळत असतं. Such tanks are used to store the water that leaves the water purification plant. According to need, water is released from these tanks through big pipes. These pipes branches out into many smaller pipes which lead the water to different areas around the large water tank. In a particular area, the pipe branches out into smaller and smaller pipes which take water to every house. In some places, there are 2 or 3 common taps for the whole area. People living in that area come there to fill water for their families. Human beings cannot live without water. Hence, it is necessary to have source of water as close as possible to where we live. That is why in olden days cities grew on the banks of big rivers. There are many such cities in our country. Delhi is the capital of our country. It is situated on the banks of river Yamuna in North India. Patna on the bank of Ganga in Bihar and Nasik in Maharashtra on the banks of Godavari are other examples of such ancient cities. Even today, in some places, water is drawn from wells or bore wells for use at home. But it needs to be ensured that the water is potable, that is safe for drinking. If it is not, then it should be boiled for a purpose of drinking so that it will not endanger our health. In some places, water is supplied by transporting it by means of tankers. Try this. Take an empty bucket, lift it to get an idea of its weight. Now half fill it with water and see how much heavier it becomes. It must be quite a hard chore of carry a bucket full of water from one place to another. Don't you agree? Now remember how much water you need in our house. Now you can understand how much work is done to fill that much water. Many people are engaged in the work of water purification, storage and distribution. Electricity or diesel are used to run the machines for these pumps. A lot of money is spent for this work. Hence, potable water proves to be expensive substance. We must take care of water just as we take care of our other valuables. We must not allow stored tap water to be wasted or become contaminated. If the water you have taken in a mug to wash your face is left over, will you throw it away or keep it to use later? We have to keep it to use later. Now, what we have learned, we need water continually, so we store water at home. A lid and tap on a water container helps to keep the water clean and make it easier to use. If drinking water is not potable, it can cause diseases. Therefore, special care must be taken of drinking water. Cities and towns have water purification centers and distribution systems. If we use water from other sources, we should ensure that it is potable. Obtaining potable water involves labor as well as expense. Water should be stored properly and used carefully.